Well, folks, would like to welcome you back to the third annual Castle Christmas Classic. I'm upstate out with AZBtv. You're watching a co-production alongside with NYC Grind, Jerry Tarantolo and the whole crew. And we're about to get underway watching these two players right here. Dave Pinkston, who's the owner of Gallery Billiards up in Newburgh, New York, playing Yesid Garibello, who happens to be Dave's road partner and actually shoots out of Dave's room. I'm not sure if they actually are getting underway or he's practicing his break, so we'll get you updated to that. But the 3-ball, the wing ball, just found its way right into the corner pocket in any case, and the one just disappeared like a rabbit looking for a hole when the fox is after him. And I'm going to be joining the booth alongside Frankie, who's sitting right beside me, knowing AKA in the chat, Mr. South Bronx himself in the booth. Are you number 2, Frank? Are you on? Yeah,
check,
you
check.
are.
Yes,
You're on.
number 2.
Gotcha. We also have Troy sitting in the wings, who happens to be looking at some kind of porn site right now. The New Jersey pool play. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Oh, I didn't even know you were watching anybody. Second lieutenant in the Marines. He's keeping in touch with his daughter via Facebook. All right. Tell her thank you for her services. Oh, are you? I didn't even know he was listening to us. All right. In any case, it looks like Yesid is just practicing. So as soon as Dave comes out, hey, Dave, we're ready to roll whenever you are. All right. So we give Dave and Yesid the heads up. Let them know we and Scotty's ready to jump off a bridge, and he says you guys should live stream it. You get a lot of viewers. We want to thank AZ Billiards, the world's largest pool and billiards website in the world, azbilliards.com. You could become a member for absolutely nothing. It's free to become a member. Simonis Cloth, Aramis Balls, the Kings of Vapor, and, of course, the Kings of Billiards way up there in Akron, Ohio. We're going to be up there January 16th, 17th, and then 18th, and we're going to bring you Jason Shore versus John Mora, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. And, of course, we want to thank the TAP League, the best amateur league in North America. We gave these guys the go-ahead. I guess Yesid is just going to run out this rack so he can get some practice on the live stream table. Meanwhile, the whole chat's been going nuts about us telling stories over here. Reminds me of a story told last week about the Jerky Boys. I guess the Jerky Boys maybe we were talking about. I don't know. Anya's kind of under the weather, and Carlos says she's drunk right now, so we don't know. We can't trust her right now.
The Jerky Boys, that's another one. Come down here, I'll hit you in the head with that ratchet.
Yeah, you got that job for me there, tough guy?
Yeah. I paint you. I paint polka dots on you.
We're good that way. We paint each other's toenails.
That's right there, sizzle chest.
Well, we don't run that kind of operation. Well, you know, I could tone it down a little bit. I push a few heads into the hood.
Am I a mechanic? I'm a professional mechanic. I'll come down here and I'll wrap you right in the head with that ratchet.
We're going to have Troy step in as soon as he gets a chance. I think we got him wired up. Yeah, whenever he gets a chance. He's just opening the chat. You can pop that chat out if you want and just watch the chat. You know how to do that, right? Yeah, you're going to wind up calling it different, yeah. So you pop the chat out, and then you could, yeah, I want you to put the headphones on. There he is, New Jersey pool player in the house.
Can't wait for this next match, folks.
Well, we gave the horses the go-ahead to come out of the gates, and whenever they get ready to go, we're going. And we want to let you know we've been up live. Well, I've been up live since 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. Frankie and the boys, they showed up somewhere around 10:30. And it's been a long day. It's almost 7:30 on the East Coast. It's only 7:10 right now.
This place flies.
And the place is packed. It's still packed. It's nice to see. It looks like Jason. I'm looking at Jason and Frankie talking. I'm calling this Jason. Looks like Dave Pinkston is getting ready to rack the first rack.
There's two guys here that I haven't seen play, so it's going to be interesting for me.
Pool rooms like this, I spent 10 years when it was like this, and it flew by.
Yeah. You don't know Dave from Newburgh?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I heard of him, but I haven't seen him play yet.
He played in the straight pool. He did pretty charming.
Yes. He can shoot. Dave Pinkston, he welcomes people into his room. You make the game right, and he'll gamble with you. Yeah.
Oh, he's one of them.
One of those owners.
Good,
yeah.
good. We need
Yeah, I've been up there. In fact, I was up there when Dennis Hatch ran out a rack of 10-ball for $10,000.
Is that right?
and wound up
Wow.
Dennis only got about 1,300 because there was deals made on the side. And
Oh,
man,
well,
was Dennis furious. I mean, he really fought tooth and nail to get out.
Oh, sure.
It looks like Scott Seminetti's going to be coming in.
This giant guy out here, he's the giant killer. How do you do with Blizz? How'd you do? No?
I'm out.
Ah, boy. He's drinking a beer. He's out.
Can't do too much.
Too much. Get in there.
Hold on.
Frankie,
I'm gonna-
when Scotty gets settled, you help him put this
I
on,
got
say,
him.
This is going to be a good match coming up.
and I'll wire
I'll
him
stop
up.
in when maybe make another appearance.
Just give me a couple of minutes, Scotty, a couple of seconds, and I'll wire you up.
These guys starting here? I believe so. He's going to do the cut break again.
You're on a Troy. You're calling the game all wrong. You're way behind schedule. We're way ahead
Meanwhile,
of that.
Pickett's shooting the 4-ball, and he's talking about the break.
I'm off.
Yeah, you got to
Just
stop
a little.
I stopped that.
Yeah.
I got you. I just got to go to the pop out
See if we can
chat.
get Scotty tuned up. How's that?
We sound good.
All right. Scott Semineti
All
on board.
right.
Still late in the dollar short.
Unfortunately,
Well,
you
we got
me.
four of a kind here, but nobody can beat us. Not even with a royal flush.
Strong.
Unfortunately, you got me for the rest of the event. 'Cause
Wow.
I'm out. Like sauerkraut.
Me too. So,
Hey, Frankie, thanks a million. Frankie, you too. Sending my regards. And you know what? Don't mind me. I slipped up. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas. And like Frankie says right there in the chat, if I don't speak to you, because you never know what could happen, right, Frankie? Might
Hey,
as well
you better
wish everybody a happy holiday right now.
right.
Thank you, Frankie. Thank you so much.
So I just stepped in. What am I sweating? Jesse against who?
Against Dave Pinkston,
Ooh.
having Gallery Billiards, road partners.
Yeah, real partners. They drove together.
Yep.
Who's sleeping on the couch is the question.
right.
Who's sleeping at all?
Always works out like that.
Dave said the best buy in the tournament for the players' meeting was Rafael De Buoyo, and I cost him that because when Rafael
yeah.
was going off, I told Dave, cut me a piece of your steak. I want to
yeah.
try it. And he missed Rafael.
Yep.
Dave says, I'm
Dave-
sleeping in his driveway tonight. I said, yeah, with my hand on the horn.
Devil said, you cost me for a piece of steak.
The devil.
The devil.
Devil's in his fifth dream right now.
Welcome back in the booth, Mr. Seminetti.
I'm
Kicking
back.
chicken in the
I'm
chat.
back.
Well, the next time I come down or next stream, you're going to see two big monitors, so we don't have to struggle. We'll have one on this side and one on that side.
Wow.
We'll have the chat open on both. We're working on it. A lot
This
of
looks
different
good
things.
enough. This setup is
Well, I'd like to
aces.
have a monitor down that way. I'd like to have the
Oh,
three
yeah.
monitors going with the chats on each one, so everybody can read them.
You get 7 other headsets, too. The whole room.
Yeah,
if they're not
yeah,
playing,
yeah.
No, just the monitors would be fine.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
great.
all.
25 pool players talking at
I
once.
stopped in the Apple store. They wanted to hit me. They wanted to hit me over the head. In the Apple
I
store.
say
sweet.
overhead camera for each table.
You're sweet.
That's right. Mandy is the best.
Okay?
When you get a
I could do
chance,
that.
Scotty. When you get a chance.
I ain't going nowhere.
What do we got to announce?
The raffles.
Send off the raffles
Send
there.
it off.
Send off the raffle.
We're promoting here.
Remind you that the raffle tickets are still available for the beautiful Q value at $600 comes with the case. See Mandy Wu or anybody ill, anybody up at the front table, please. So it goes to a good cause. A lot of people, at least giving them something for helping this tournament. Appreciate it.
You know what's special here, upstate? We got the top CD player
Do we?
wins $250. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Who gets out of first or second round with the CD players? Then win $250.
250 beans just for top playing in the tournament.
Yeah, they could
Oh, I
actually
didn't know that.
they could actually go 2 and out and win by games
Right,
and get cash.
right.
Strong.
Yeah, every one of them goes 2 and out. And if you won 4 games, I won 2 games. You're coming out with the cheese.
There you go.
That's big.
Go
Hey,
figure
it's
it
real
out.
big. Plus, let's tell it how it is.
They should do
it's
that
a big
for-
incentive for these CD players to jump up and get on the train
Playing wide open.
and get into the game.
Yeah,
Right, Scotty?
no, they like
Hey,
it.
come on.
Get on the train.
That's why we got 64. If we had 64 open players here, that'd be tough. Be like a U.S. Open.
Oh, pretty much.
Okay, so a cue ball goes in the drink. What's a good saying for it?
Oh, I don't know.
How about the Keith McCready one? Hit him with a Frankie.
Ether says, Frankie, scratch on the break. Well, the guy hits the cue ball. Well, first, let me tell the whole story real quick to Scotty. We're in the Billiards Expo, me and Keitha. Keitha hits this dude with 100. I'm betting 100 a rack, right? He hits him with a 13. The guy is in a total.
Yeah,
I mean, he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's
so he breaks, and the cue ball goes off the table, and Keith turns around and looks at me and says, Frankie, man overboard!
Oh, there's too many. There's too many.
Oh, man.
You got the old Gypsy says he's a member.
Yeah, lifetime member.
Oh,
Let him in.
member.
Let him in. Let him in. He's a member.
The Gyp Rocker.
The Gangs goes, suck it. You know, there's probably 100 that we could put online.
Oh.
Man overboard.
Right before you got in, me and
Devil Dave in the soup or the drink. What's the Devil's say?
in the drink.
In the drink.
In the drink.
Yep. Yeah. We were me and Upstate was talking, the stories and stuff. And then believe it or not, me and Scotty grew up here, together. I mean, I know Scotty since I'm 16, 17 here in Castle, playing the good old Chicago games with Malfatone.
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Malfatone.
I just, I don't, anybody heard, or I heard he was pretty ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a...
I didn't know New Jersey Mel died. You told me, right?
Yeah,
That I didn't know.
That.
I know Mel since I'm about 15. Oh, yeah.
We go to weddings,
Mel,
and I seen Victor, and I gave him my condolences, and he said, Al, he says, we go to weddings, and then we go to funerals when we get older.
It's the only time you see your friends.
Or when I say to how, I don't like to say anymore, hey, by the way, how's this person doing? I don't like to say that anymore because then I hear the, oh, well, Frankie's,
bad news.
And I hate to ask. I hate to ask anymore.
Jersey Mel has a great story. His daughter got married. Now, Jersey Mel had money upon money. He had money squared.
Yeah.
And he was going down to the casinos, and they were comping him everything. He had it where
he lost enough.
he had suites, and he would just order whatever he wanted to the room.
Right.
For 1 year, he told me that he used to order bottles of booze, put them in his suitcase, and take them home. Now, he's got tons of cash.
Yeah.
So when his daughter got married,
He had a
all
full
all the booze was supplied by the Taj Mahal, he said.
That's like that song Johnny Cash came out with where he was taking pieces of a car, piece of this and a piece of that, and built a car.
300 people at his wedding, 350, and all the booze was paid for from the Taj Mahal.
that something?
He was so proud.
He was proud. He was proud he got that off.
Yep.
That's a big ball bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd drop 100. He didn't even know about
Jersey
it. The cash he had.
Yeah.
Quiet guy, too. Quiet. If you didn't know him, he was sitting in the corner.
Oh, not saying nothing
bleachers.
to nobody.
Oh, I got a funny story with the Mel.
Sat many times up front at the AccuStats Arena.
You don't count your money, you weigh it.
I know we got a match going on, but I got to tell a quick Mel story.
Yeah.
About 20 years ago, we had big tournaments in here, and they had stadium seating, the bleachers.
Yep.
And I'm playing in an open event with, oh, God, I can't remember his name. It's going to kill me now, because if you didn't ask me or I didn't say it, I would have knew his name. World champion. Anyway, long story short, I'm in the final 8 somehow, Efren, all these guys are in it. I'm in the final 8, beat a couple players, and I'm playing some dude that's a world champion. It's a shame I can't remember his name right now.
American, overseas.
You're close. Spanish Mike. Spanish
Mike?
Spanish Pete?
No. Spanish
Spanish
Mike.
Mike.
Mike LeBron?
Yes.
Mike LeBron.
Oh, man, Mike LeBron.
What was his name?
Mike LeBron.
Yeah, but he had Spanish Mike or something.
Yeah,
So
Spanish Mike. He's from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm playing Mike LeBron. I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
And Mel is betting 500 that I don't 5. Playing a race to 9. And the bleacher sheets, and like I said, it's at the end of the tournament. It's the final 8 or whatever. So, there's 2 tables going. Everyone's playing. And I don't know about the bet. And Genki, God rest his soul, he gets wind of it. So Mel's front row in the bleachers. and I'm breaking right where he's sitting, and I fived. I lost 9-7 to Mike LeBron, and when I hit 5, I knew about the bet like midway through the set, and I just looked at Mel.
Ship it.
And I go, Melster. And he looked at me. You had to see puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
He was so sick.
Oh, he bet you didn't 5.
He bet I didn't 5.
Oh, you crushed his dream.
And I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know about it. If I knew
Who'd he
about
bet
it,
with?
I don't know.
Oh.
There was a ton of action in here.
Had to ship it.
But it was so beautiful because I was literally 5 feet from him when I was breaking, and he was sitting there, and he didn't know I knew. And then I found out. Then I just stopped. Once I hit 5, I actually had the lead 5-4.
Wow.
And I turned around. I looked
must
at
have
him
been
right
sick.
before I was breaking, like you're all focused, and I stopped and I looked at him. I just turned over my shoulder. I go, Melster, and he was so sick.
Well, they see New Jersey pool player in the chat. He's standing right in front of us on his laptop, hanging out in the chat with you guys. He can't really see the monitor from where he's at.
Pool player, Scooter robbed car washes.
Oh, they want to know our opinion. I guess they want great stories. Guys love him. What you make of Scooter and his team?
Scooter.
Road stories all the way to Derby. Something I found out pretty interesting.
Well,
Scooter and his crew going around getting in matches and stuff.
Yep.
I know Scooter when he was coming around since he was like 13, 14. I mean, it's either or, I guess, right, Al? You like it or you don't like it. I kind of love it. I like action.
But in the pool world, do we take 1 step or 2 steps forward and then go 3 steps backwards?
Yeah, always.
Does that
We
put
always
us-
do that. We're
does
pool
that-
players.
That's what.
Does
Yeah.
that put a stigma back on
Well,
us?
sure it does.
It's going to pick up the ratings. Is it going to hurt the game in the long run? Yet to be seen. I hope not, because I think we're becoming a long way. I mean, pool halls went from the dark alley realm, so to say, into the light cafe. Sit down, have a nice dinner with the family, and still enjoy a game of pool.
Yeah, that went out the window.
Yeah,
That's out the
all of a
window.
sudden that's out the window right
out the
now.
window.
With these reality shows. But I wish him the best of luck. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I now that you mentioned it, I have to bring it up. We talked about it. I think you talked about it with Tony or Finnegan up at Rax, that we have a reality show that's
It's airing soon, isn't it? Yeah, I heard
it's
about
a done
that.
deal.
Yeah, good job.
We start filming in February.
Oh, nice.
I think it's called Q Kings. Or
Is that on
King-
True TV or something like that?
Yeah, that's the
Right,
one.
right,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, we're signed to go.
What's that about?
It's
Road
just a-
stories too? Or?
No, it's following a bunch of degenerates in a pool room.
Oh,
I
okay,
guess.
well,
you know what I mean.
there we
it's,
go.
It's everything
Okay.
your mom said that
Not
you
to
should,
do.
Not
to
to
stay
do.
away from the pool.
Exactly.
And
Amplified.
yeah, that's what happened. It's probably been about a year. I think last
Reality shows.
June or July,
So,
we got picked up by Pilgrim Productions.
Oh wow.
Somehow they got in touch with Manny from Steinway, wanted to film about pool, about the underground pool world, and they were asking for names. My name popped up, and a couple of names, Finnegan, and so it went there. And we originally did I think they called it a scissor reel. So we filmed for 3 days to sell to a company.
To get on the auction block, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And this Pilgrim Productions, they do what's it called? Wicked Tuna. They
Oh,
produce
okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dirty
yeah.
Jobs.
Yeah.
Dirty Jobs
Yeah,
with that
yeah,
guy.
yep.
What's the one that the MMA fight, Ultimate Fighter?
Ultimate Fighter.
So they got a lot of
Experience, sure.
yeah. So now
absolutely.
when they put something out, everyone wants to take a piece of it and take a look at it. So
Because they're spitting gold right now.
yeah, they were
Do
hot
they
at
do
the
the
time.
gold rush too?
They were-
They might probably get.
They
part of
might
that.
have. I'm not sure. But they got like 30. I mean, you go
Oh, that's
type in
great.
Pilgrim Productions, you see every one of the shows that they developed. So anyway, we got picked up originally by AMC that does Walking Dead. We're
Oh, yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
And then they cut us off. We were signed with them, and then AMC cut all the reality shows, whether it was running or in production, which we were,
wow.
and we got dropped. Not because of us, because they just said we're not doing reality
Because of the
shows.
thing, yeah.
Something
now-
happened.
yeah, so that Pilgrim Productions had to resell us. We got picked up in a week by True TV, and now,
Just waiting.
no, we're filming.
They're filming.
February.
Cool.
February.
Cool.
We all had to send in our background stuff, so we'll find out.
Can we
who's-
have your autograph now? Because
Oh,
when
no.
you become famous,
Stop.
you're not going to remember us
Stop.
little people anymore.
Stop. I hope it goes, but
Then you
hope you don't have to
you're
hang
gonna
with
ask
some
him
of
to
these
come in
people
a
more
booth.
than like 3 or 4 hours a day. Do
I
you?
think
You're gonna say, Scotty,
no.
come in a booth. He's gonna say, oh,
No,
not
but
right
there's-
now.
No, there's
not
a
right
lot
now,
of people
busy.
involved. There's a lot of people.
Well, wish you the best of luck.
I
that's for
think
sure.
Jason Shaw might even be a part of it now.
Oh, cool.
But definitely me, Finnegan, crazy Irish Gary O'Callahan.
Oh God, they got him screaming it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Jennifer Beretta is involved. Smiley.
Greg McAndrews. I
Yeah,
heard.
yeah. He's got a little piece in there.
Right.
But who knows? You know, and the funny thing is, it is crazy.
Wow.
How did that work out?
Let me tell you
Wow,
something.
what a
This
roll
guy,
that
I've
was.
been watching this guy.
No,
guys.
that's a roll.
You had to be a mad scientist to figure that
That's
out.
a roll.
This guy plays pretty sporty. Like
yeah.
I said, I haven't seen him play yet. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he
I'm
plays out
talking
of
my
Newburgh.
ear,
Yeah,
but
he plays good.
No, Jesse and Pinkston.
But this guy right here, I haven't seen him. He plays pretty sporty.
I played him for 15
Not
hours.
just because of this hook he ducked here.
No. He
No,
plays
he got
good.
lucky there, that's for
Yeah,
sure. He
yeah.
was definitely playing the hook. But
I put-
just to hit that one ball the way he did, it was that one
that's
ball
what I
was
mean.
right against the rail between those two balls.
Stroke that ball perfect.
Yeah.
Jesse plays good. I played him for 15 hours one time. We were playing 500.
Scotty played everybody.
Scotty's the best.
Scotty come out to Brooklyn and matched up
You'll
with
notice it,
everybody on Brook Avenue U.
Scotty never played for an hour or a half hour. We always match up with somebody 15 hours, 26 hours,
And I'm broke.
16 days.
Believe it or not, the longest session I ever played someone was 30-something hours with Gyp Rock.
Oh,
The Gypsy.
jeez.
Yep.
That must have been
No
rough
shoes
on.
on, probably the shirt
No
off.
shoes.
No.
Yeah.
We didn't. He had the character, of course. But this is like 20 years ago, and he goes, "I'll never quit you."
What are you?
I'll never quit.
What are you doing tomorrow, sir?
And we
He's the best,
We
man.
became such good friends that he had an office over in off of Fifth Ave or something. We used to sleep in his office, and then go right back to the pool room.
Yeah,
He was
the best, man.
He tried to hit him with an Efren shot. Did you see that?
Yeah, he
tried to
went
go
off
the point.
the little titty.
Yeah.
I think he jammed him up so bad. I think that's the only option he had.
Yeah, that
poor
was
guy.
that was definitely creative.
All right, score's 2-1. I believe I have the score right. We've been chitter-chattering, and we're enjoying it. We hope you guys are enjoying the road stories. 2-1. I have Yesid up ahead, so I hope I'm right on that. I'll definitely remember it after this rack, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct it. But it's 2-1 right now. Yeah, Gyp Rock, the Gyp Rockster.
Bacon says, Jason, the situation sore. That's a good one. I like
Shore,
that.
going to the Jersey Shore.
The
We got
situation.
Jason Shore.
That fits him good.
Gypsy, man, I miss that guy. I miss him so
Scotty.
much.
Oh, he
The
just lit the
best.
room up when he came in.
Oh.
He really did. He really,
Instant
really
action.
did.
Instant action.
It was just like, he was barking at one time Carmen Lombardo.
Yeah.
And he said, Carmen, like the first time that I seen Gypsy get honestly mad at someone, like mad. I never seen a man mad at anybody. And he said, listen, Carmen, let's just play. Why don't you stop, playing all these fish? Play somebody that can make 4 balls in a row, like myself, and let's bet something. Carmen just walked away. Call him a net.
Gypsy was good for it. let me
Gypsy's
tell
the
you.
best, man, I tell you.
I remember we went
I very rarely seen him mad
Broadway
or say
Billiards.
bad about something about somebody.
We're down in Broadway,
Broadway
Billiards.
Billiards.
And Gypsy matches up with MGM, with Mikey.
Oh, he can move, Mike.
And Gypsy says to me, he says, Al, I know you got to get him. I was driving Gypsy around because we left his car in Brooklyn for a change, and we took my car. So I said, hey, Gyps, I really got to get home. The kids got to get off to school. And, he says, Al, you go take care of what you got to do. He says, then you come back here after you got some time. You're going to have a big bankroll. He says, this guy's beautiful. He's a great customer. He says, right in front of Mikey. Just before I knew my MGM. If I come back, Gypsy was up, I can't tell you, 1,600, 1,700. And I was only gone about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Gypsy
We
was
had
playing
some
one
fun.
time, and the rules were Gypsy had to keep his shoes on, keep his shirt on, and sit in a chair. If he got up one time when it wasn't his shot, that was a loss of game.
Oh, that's tough with Gypster.
Yeah, that's the rules you had to play with the Gyp Rock, because if not, he'd drive you completely out of your mind.
I loved
And
when
you
he
know
broke.
what the best was?
Remember
He
when
wouldn't
used to
even
break
mean
the
it.
balls? He used to break.
Oh, you.
He was beautiful.
He could never stay still. He would.
He was beautiful.
He was always.
Well, they actually had a game like that. It was Danny Basovich, Kid Delicious, and Gypsy. They matched up in Chicago Billiards, and Sharkin was allowed. You could do whatever you want to a certain point. Powder going across the table when you were done stroking the ball. There was stuff all over the place. It was fun. That's when Frady used to hang up there and everybody else, too.
Yeah.
Gypsy had the asbestos removal with his brother.
Yeah, he put me
Big
through.
money.
He put me
I
through
worked-
one of the schools. He got me a supervisor for
I worked for him a couple
asbestos
days.
removal.
Yep, I
Big
worked
money.
a couple days with him. Big cash.
So
Yeah.
he used to pay me and Gypsy, me and Ginky. We had the cash when he got these government checks. He's
Well,
not,
he
he's
got
not
his-
here
he
no
get that.
more. So if he cashed them as a business, he used to have to pay like 30% tax.
Mm-hmm.
But if he just cut the check to me and I cashed it, he only pays like 15.
The regular.
So me, Ginky, he had a couple of us on the payroll with these big time checks.
Oh, big ones.
And I'm getting
Because
5%.
he used to get like a half a mile or a quarter mile of railroad track
Yeah.
and remove all the asbestos. Yeah,
So
go
I'm
ahead.
like 20 years old. I ain't filing taxes in New York. You know what I mean? I'll cash a check like the guys that go to the track. They pick up
Sure.
the ticket. Yeah. So now I'm doing it for 5%. So
We're
we
talking
were-
major checks.
Yeah.
now.
major checks. I'm
100,000,
picking up 1,500 to get a check in cash. The point is, Gypsy, when I said okay, I'll do it, he goes okay. He was so close to me, he wouldn't let me. I get a check here for like 100 large. They're gonna hand me. Gypsy's got to stand
Got
by
all
the
your stuff.
side. He can't collect. So I hand it to the person. They hand me 100,000 in cash. Take 2 hours. He was on me
butt.
like white on
Yeah,
rice,
guys are not.
thinking I'm gonna run out the door. You know what I mean? Me, Gypsy, me, Ginky.
Ginky, yeah.
Oh man, I made like 20,000 one year with
Oh
that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope the IRS ain't listening.
Yeah.
because
Right.
Oh, they are. Yeah,
that's
they
okay.
are. But,
But
they only listen to keywords. Like if you say explode or bomb, then it's all already. The lights go off.
Well, that you gotta.
Right
you
now,
gotta
they're
be
listening
careful.
to us.
Oh no,
There's
yeah.
a drone
Oh
outside.
no, you got to be careful.
And I'll make sure to tell
That's
them
true.
I'm going to have a talk up to you
That's true.
about even saying things like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's true. It's.
I just want to let you guys in on it. So now we're being watched.
Thanks.
So the drones are outside.
definitely miss him.
I'm out of here.
Definitely miss him.
I lost the score over here.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
it is 3-1, Yesid.
And
The one time he comes into
Frankie
Castle
gave
years
a ball
ago,
in
I'm
hand
like
there,
22 years
3-0.
ago. 22 years old. Gypsy comes staggering in. He's all bloodied up. Hey, Scottsdale, I need a ride. All right, what do you need? What happened? He goes, I flipped my van on the GW, right? What do you mean you flip your van? I rolled over like 3 times. I bailed. I took a cab from Harlem to here. I go, where's your van? He goes, I left it there. I go, I'll take you wherever you want to go.
Oh, he was the best, man.
He
There was a point in time where he
you
wasn't
know what?
doing.
He had a heart of
wasn't
gold.
doing too well.
Had a heart. Yeah, we
And,
know that.
we'll leave it at that. But the funny part of the story is that, I was with Jimmy at the time. I was very tight with Jimmy when I was younger, and he used to come see us. We'd be playing cards in Jimmy's card room. and
talking
he'd
mouth
come-
to tongue, right?
Yeah. And let me tell you, this is how good the man is, that people would just hand him 5,000 and 10,000, and just like that, without even asking a second question, Jip, what do you need? If you got 1,000,
I'll give you 2,000 tomorrow.
And he
That's the
would,
way
and he would.
Yeah.
And a lot of people took advantage of that.
Yes, yes, that's right. I was just about to say that. A lot of people right now, they shouldn't be even able to live with themselves for what they did to that man.
Yeah. But you know what?
But-
God rest
That's
his
right.
soul. He was a good
That's
man.
right.
He had a great heart.
Yep. It's good to me.
Loved him.
Who's laughing now?
That's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, Gypsy was beautiful. He had Andrew Cleary. We all know Andrew. He's if he's on the chat,
He
he's-
might be hanging in lurking.
Yeah, he might be. He told me a story about Gypsy where Gypsy was barking at him and Cleary's trying to make a bet. And
I'm out. 4?
I don't
Tap
know
your
what
mic.
4. 3.
No, 3.
2.
Gypsy Cleary tells me a story that he was with Gypsy and they're looking to bet, on the side or whatever. And Cleary's saying, I want to bet $20 or whatever. He goes, I don't even have. Gypsy pulls out a knife. He goes, I don't even have 20s. Here's we roll with hundreds, son. And
Against Andrew Cleary.
He's the,
He goes, I don't even carry 20s.
Yeah, and that's something exactly he would say, Scotty. That's why it's so funny, because you got it right.
When he was holding, he
you
was
know when
holding
you know
large.
somebody, you know what I mean? And what do we say in our language, Al? You're saying the right thing. You could just tell when somebody is BSing or not, just from the words that they use. And
Sure.
what Scotty just said, it just fits Gypsy to the
Oh,
T.
yeah, absolutely.
He would say something like that. I was waiting for Scotty to say that Gypsy went in his pocket and said, you know what, just here's 100 if you need it that bad.
Get out of my
Just go.
sight.
Just get away from me. I'm trying to stir up action, kid. He used to call me kid. Get out of here, kid. Here's 100.
Listen, Gypsy called me a nit one time, boy. we walked into Chelsea's, right? Got Bobby Blackmore was swinging a stick. I didn't know if anybody knows Bobby Blackmore. He could shoot a stick. When he keeps his head in the game, he could be all right if he doesn't throw himself out of the game. So we walk into Chelsea's, and I told the story once before. And the first person that hits is Gypster. Here he comes rolling. He says, uh-oh, here come the Road Warriors. All right, so I go walk. He says, what do you guys want to do? I said, I don't know. Bobby wants to play like 100 a rack. He want to play 100 a rack. So Gypsy tried to trap Bobby up on the tight box next to the lockers back there. Bobby hit him with I think we were up 12 to 1,300 with in an hour. We're up 1,300. And Gypsy was arguing with Michelle at the time. He was in an argument with his girlfriend.
Michelle. Oh.
He says, guys, can you excuse me for a minute? Sure, absolutely. Do whatever you want. We're here to beat you out of 5,000, right? Go do what you want. And Gypsy goes outside, talks to Michelle, throws her in a cab to get her home, comes back in, kicks his sneakers off as he's approaching the pool table, takes off the shirt. He says, now I'm ready. He gets dead even. You ready for this? He gets dead even. I say to Bobby, I quit. I'm out of here. This guy just beat you 13 games in a row. And he says, I don't blame you guys for getting out of here. He says, but how about we make an appointment for Wednesday? I said, that's a perfect time. And I never went back. And ever since that day when he see me, he says, here comes that nit again.
Gypsy's the best. I got one last Gypsy story, and it ties in with Corey Deuel. And Corey,
I love this one.
I got one too in the Turnstone. I hope it's not the same one.
No, this is when Corey's 15.
I got one in the Turnstone. Go ahead, Scotty.
There's B-Doc. Gypsy was out there in Drexel Line a couple of times too, Barry's saying. Yeah,
Corey
go ahead, Scotty.
Corey Deuel, if you're listening, it's you were 15, so it doesn't matter.
I love this one.
We were down, and we're in Chelsea Billiards. It's 2 in the morning, and said, let's go get Corey Deuel. At the time, he was 15 years old. He won the World Championships for juniors. He's up and coming.
Junior.
So we're gonna go and get him. Me, Gypsy, and Ginky.
Now Ginky had the case that said Ginky.
Yes.
On it. Go ahead.
Ginky's got a case that says George Ginky Sansucci.
Yep.
Devil. Gypsy. We're in his work van, a white van, like a pedophile van. You know what I mean?
Pedophile van. Selling ice cream.
It's the truth.
Good humors.
We leave Chelsea Billiards. We go down there. We get to Philadelphia in 3 hours. It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
We walk in. We're looking for Corey Deuel. Where's this kid they call Corey Deuel, the world champion, little 15-year-old? We want to bust him. He's sleeping. Now he's 15. Corey, I'm sorry. It's a story. 15 years old. He's sleeping on chairs in the back of the room. Yeah. Action, he gets up like it's Christmas morning. Okay?
Yeah.
Jumps right up.
Sprout.
Gets right up there. So the plan was, now I was playing good. I was playing good pool at the time.
Sure.
And Ginky was top 3 in the world for his age. We were 22 years old. And we got Gypsy the mouth. He's our mouthpiece.
Sure.
So
The
Don King of Pool.
Sure,
so we go in there, and Gypsy's barking, get up there and play some. And Corey, he is so smart. At 15 years old, he's sitting with us. He goes, I don't know which one of you is Ginky.
Right.
Because he don't know.
You carried the case.
He has no idea. So I walk in with Ginky's case, hoping that he plays Ginky instead of me, thinking I'm Ginky.
Right. Double steerer.
Yeah, bet some 300 a set, that type of thing.
Yeah.
He's got backers, he's got cheerleaders all over the joint. At 4:30 in the morning, he gets staked against anyone. That's how strong he played at 15.
Right.
This guy Sean Brown?
So we're getting in there, and we're standing there, and Gypsy is putting on a show.
Well, first of all, he says, you might be Ginky.
Yeah,
Right?
you don't
Go
know.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
back to that way. Go ahead.
Gypsy's put on a show. Get up there, world champion. Get up there, junior. All the stuff. All the stuff. And we're trying to match up where Ginky plays him, like the real Ginky. And I got the case.
Right.
Now, me and Ginky could both beat him. For sure. But we're trying to lock him up. You know what I mean? We're hustlers. We're 22 years old, 23 years old.
And we're on the road.
And we're on the road, and he's 15. He goes, I don't know which one of you are Ginky. I have no idea. I don't know if you're Ginky. He points at me. I don't know if you're Ginky. He goes, I'll tell you what. I'm going to play the fat, ugly one.
I know he's not Ginky.
So now, it's so beautiful.
Corey,
now,
you're the best.
Gypsy had Q. He had some Q back then. He could play.
Gypsy could play.
So now we turn around. Now it turns. And we're betting 200-300 a set. We turn right around. Gypsy, get up there and bust this kid. Now, Gypsy, if he ain't in the box and ready, if he ain't prepared, he loses his mind.
Yeah.
So Gypsy, get up there and bust this little kid. Gypsy, all right. Give me a second. Bet him. Can I bet him? So now they're going to play for 200 a set. And Gypsy turns to Corey Deuel and says, can we talk while we're shooting?
Yeah, the shock maneuvers, yeah.
Corey doesn't care. He hasn't lost a set. You know what I mean? He's a
15. He hasn't lost a set since he's 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He goes, can we talk when we're shooting? And Corey goes, what do you mean, can we talk? Can we talk while we're shooting? Gypsy goes. And Corey goes, of course you can talk. You can talk, like sharking. But he don't know what sharking is, Gypsy style. He don't know what Gypsy style is.
What are you doing tomorrow, sir?
So Corey's he's so happy he ain't playing me or Ginky that he's got
a fish
Gypsy,
on the hook.
Yeah. He's going, yeah, you could talk, I could talk, can you talk, I talk. He's doing all this stuff. They rack the balls. Third game in. Gypsy's giving him the whole 9 yards.
Corey can't stand it.
I'm in a bad game, Ginks. Scottster, I'm playing a world champion. Corey's driving rails.
That's what Gypsy used to say to you. He used to call you a world champion when you missed the ball, and he would get out on you. He said, I can't play this guy. He's a world champion.
He goes, I'm in a bad game, Gangster. I'm in a bad game. We drove all the way down here. Third game, third rack. He's already starting. So it goes on. Corey starts driving rails. Fourth game, he tells Gypsy, will you shut the fuck up? Yeah. Fourth game, he couldn't handle it.
This story gets better. Go ahead.
So now we just sit there. We're all right. Gypsy beats him a set for 200. Gypsy's he's loose as a goose. You know what I mean? Bet something. Bet something. You got the 8 or whatever. Corey goes, play again. Plays again. You can't talk. Now, that's insane for Gypsy.
Absolutely.
Can't have that game.
So it comes down, you can't shark when the other person's
He'll
shooting.
agree to it, but he's not.
He's not going to listen.
He's going to bust the rules.
He always does it.
He's not going to listen.
This kid don't miss. That's why he would say it out loud. He
World
don't
champion.
miss. Look where he left me. How am I supposed to win?
Yeah.
So Gypsy wins the second set. Corey misses a 9-ball, case 9-ball, and breaks his cue like Godzilla. And he goes, I never lose. Gypsy goes, yes, you do. And that was so he beat Corey at the time, 15 years old, world champion, Hall of Famer. Gypsy busted him for 400. Corey broke his cue. We leave there. As we're driving home, we're in a van, and I'm driving. Ginky's in the passenger. Gypsy goes, I need sleep. And he had the work van, like I said, the pedophile van.
Oh,
So the whole van was black like garbage bags. So if he lays down, now he's
and that was for the asbestos.
yeah, he's laying flat on his stomach, and he's holding on to the two parts by the seats.
So he doesn't slide around.
Yeah, he looks like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, and we're laughing. Me and Gicky are driving home. He's snoring like a bear.
I bet anybody that Gypsy could fall asleep anywhere, anyhow, anyway.
We pull out of Foxwoods. By the time we get out of the driveway, he was gone.
You got to see what I'm doing.
Go on a road with him while he's driving. When he got that, I went on a road with him for a ride to Turnitstone with the Cadillac, with the Escalade when he first got it.
So did I.
Gypsy, you all right? Yeah. He's sleeping while he's driving. He's sleeping.
You just had to keep him awake. He was a great driver. Just keep him awake.
But yeah, see what I do to him. I'm driving, Giki's in the passenger, and Gypsy's holding on, flat, out cold snoring. And we're on, coming back from Philly. What was that, 95 Turnpike? I hit the brakes. Gypsy would slide forward, hit his head on that little thing in the middle.
Yeah, the
right?
engine cowl, yeah.
Hit his head, and then we would stop, and we'd be laughing. He'd stop snoring, and then we would start driving, start snoring again. He's sliding like slip and slide, so I make a right real quick. He'd slide all the way over, hit the wall. It was so beautiful.
Gypsy was great. And the story actually has more to it than Scott actually had lived. There was actually more to it. There was big raises involved and haircuts and the whole night.
No, that was another one where we.
That's when you busted.
I don't want to.
Step in, Frankie.
I don't want to put the name out there, but I think it might have been the person that Scotty was talking about.
You can't tell the story.
But this is back in Turning Stone, when Turning Stone first started, when Mike first started them.
Right.
Gypsy is playing whoever it was. I don't remember. I'll keep it safe. But he got him, and it's Hill. Gypsy was stuck like Hill 2 or whatever it is, and he came back, and he wouldn't sit down. And now you got Mike's. You know how Mike is. Mike don't play. Mike don't care who you are, how good you play. He's going to put you out there. And they go over the microphone, and they tell him, Mike goes, if you don't effing sit down, I'm throwing you out of this whole casino.
And he would.
And Gypsy goes, and you know how he does it when he gets embarrassed. I guess Gypsy got embarrassed, and he goes, hey, I know Mike 20 years. He don't mean it. And he wouldn't sit down. He got him stuck 6-6. He got whoever it was there so flustered, he beat him. And it was a killer. It was a player that played professional pool. And he wound up beating him. So,
Gypsy
don't ever think that Gypsy can't play
no
pool.
Stick too.
You better believe it.
When he had to get out, he got out.
Hey, I'm buying anyone on the chat a drink. The next time I see you, on where Gypsy claims that before he came to New York, where was he? He was the man, okay? He was the man at some point in time at a specific location, and he always used to say it. Sky, they don't know where I'm from. This is how I used to move. Playing someone. Tell him, Scotty, what I used to do in so-and-so place of time. It was like Rain Man. He always had the same answer. I'm telling you. Anyone out there, if you could name before Gypsy, Mark Gypsy, came to New York.
When he was in...
Where he claimed he dominated.
Yeah, I know where it was, yeah. I'm pretty sure I got an idea. I mean, I heard so many stories about the card games and the
pool.
Yeah, up in Detroit. Is that what we're talking about?
Now you ruined it.
Did I? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He goes, Scotty, Scotty, they don't know what I used to do in Detroit.
He was the captain.
Yeah. You know Black Kenny from Detroit, right? Black Kenny, I forget his last name.
Might know him
Real
maybe
good
by
dude.
face.
That's Gypsy would always talk about. I finally met Kenny down in Super Billiard Expo. Real good guy, but Detroit Kenny, he used to talk about there in Detroit. A lot of action up there.
At the time.
In that area, yeah.
Well, that's where this Keith Bennett was from, up in Detroit.
Keith
that's where
Bennett,
Gypsy knew him.
Man,
Boy,
I miss that guy. I miss him.
Let me tell you something. This guy, Keith Bennett, when Gypsy introduced me to him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, I mean, pool players don't have a look about him where this guy's a shock. You know what I mean? This guy can actually hit a ball, and get out. This guy here, when you looked at Keith Bennett, if you threw a fishing hat on him and a rod over his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
He looked, like he was Don Knotts sitting on the top, doing Mr. Limpet or something, you know what I mean? And you didn't think he was a pool player, but let me tell you, he was a good shooting stick. And he probably still is.
Gypsy, too. Gypsy never got down on a ball and nothing. He used to stay straight up like Jackie Gleason.
We were in a pub.
Straight up shooter.
We were in a pub, and Gypsy busted the pub, whoever was playing pool. It was in Yonkers there, and somebody said, you know what? Some guy, Irish guy, was really drunk. He said, you think you play that good? Why don't you play me one-handed? I'm a one-handed player. Gypsy said, oh, you don't want to play me one-handed, sir. You might have stepped out of lines or stepped out of bounds right now. And sure enough, the guy insisted they play 100 a rack one-handed.
Yeah,
and Gypsy
beautiful.
Just beat him like a stepchild.
Amazing.
Amazing is right.
Hey, I want to just give a shout out to Ruth. Ruth, if you bought tickets, I got your tickets. We'll have them done.
There you have it.
Griffin? Yep. Ruth,
Okay.
I got you. I just got your email. I'm just checking. Maybe you paid an hour
There
ago.
was somebody else that actually wanted to know how to go about it, and I don't know if he got his in, though. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Shock. I'm sorry. I was just wondering if Scott got someone in just trying to.
In Moscow, Russia.
All right, Scott. Shock, just give me your first name or your email or something, and I'll confirm it with Scotty. He's sitting right here. So I just seen the PM now. Sorry I don't see these PMs right away. I'm just not used to the new thing they got.
Yeah, I'm hooked up with the email. My email is hooked up. So
Oh, that was okay. The one that just mentioned said that was Shock is the one that just sent that in. $20 tickets, $20 worth of tickets or something.
from Ruth. Is that
Well,
is
whether
that
it's,
the code name? Or
I don't know.
something?
I don't want to give anybody's name out, but they said that was me. So I guess
I just
that's
want to
it.
make sure that everyone knows everything's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it done. Raffle will be tomorrow.
Yep. Before the semis, or when are we
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have? Well, we don't know. It'll be on the live stream table, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
That we can
definitely.
guarantee you.
I'll be coming to pick that stick up tomorrow.
It'll
Well,
be
you know,
good.
we've been trying to keep up the score. I've been trying to keep up the score, and right now it's 5-3. I believe I still have it wrong. Okay, so now we got to just update one more for Dave Pinkston. These guys are really shooting it out as we're telling some stories here.
Hey, Upstate, with this stream,
Yeah.
that table,
Mm-hmm.
the camera,
What about it?
I see the seats. How do you do that?
The seats, because we're down the center line of the table, so we're going to see what's on the left and the right side. I could zoom in just so the table's in
Yeah,
there.
but
then,
that
you know,
table is not against the wall, correct?
it better not be, because you wouldn't be able to shoot a shot.
Yeah, but you understand? You see what I'm saying? That looks like table 2.
Looks like
I don't
table
understand.
2.
Yeah. Come and look. Now we're looking at go back to the other one.
Right.
There's no chairs. Now
There are
there's chairs over there
There are.
to the left.
Oh, no, because we're looking at one direction. We're looking at one direction, then we're looking at the other direction. The
No.
other direction, we're looking from the camera
from
on this
the
angle.
camera on that.
Oh.
On the
We're
thing.
looking towards the booth here.
And that
Nice.
camera is right there. Yeah, yeah.
I just want to. Yes, of course I want to.
Wait a minute, here you go.
Just want to know. You guys got all sorts of gadgets.
Well, you know what? I broke the Cardinals, and Pat Fleming told me don't set it up the way I got it set up, and I didn't set it up the way Pat told me not to set it up. I gave it a little bit of an angle because I believe in Pat Fleming. He's been doing this for years before I could even think.
Well, I want to. Now that you mention, I want to say thank you to Pat that he was
Yes.
promoting
Yes, he
during
did.
his.
That's right. And you know what? We're promoting Mr. Aki Stats right here because they're going down to Derby January 23rd through the 31st.
My
Go to
God.
Aki Stats, ACCU-STATS. Pete Fleming in the chat right now.
The
There you go,
thank
Derby.
There you go.
The Derby.
That
The
was
Aki Stats,
that was
we'll
pretty
be
solid
bringing
down at Eddie's joint when you do that. What's that?
The game show.
The game show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Show winner right here. I won a DVD from my home.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were promoting this tournament
Yes.
last night up at
Very
the
nice.
game
Jim
show.
Fredericks and Pat and
Awesome, awesome.
Zilla and the whole crew.
Awesome. Thank you
You
again.
know, that's really nice, Scott.
Marty
like
Herman.
when everybody comes through
Marty
like that.
Herman also
Marty
promoted it.
Herman. Marty, if you're out there, thank you again.
When everybody comes together like that,
You
really,
sent info to
really,
me. Okay, I'll check
works.
my
it's really nice, man. And things could really be nice when, you know, we get together like that. You
Yes,
know?
that's
Even
that's
though
the
we
that's
play
the name
each
that
other
Scott
and stuff.
something that he mentioned. Okay, he got all your information and he will get that off to you. Thank you,
Yep.
Shock.
Yep. Just give me a little bit. I'm not in charge of the tickets, but I transfer the info and they do it, and you'll be in.
Thank you.
But yes, Marty Herman, if you're out there, hopefully you're watching. I know you enjoy pool, like the rest of us. And
And we got the score right, 5-4 in favor of Yesid, as Dave Pinkston won 2 in a row.
no kidding.
No kidding.
Yeah, I wish Marty came today. I haven't seen Marty in
Yeah.
Well, you know
literally.
Yeah.
what? I literally told everybody. You know, we had about 30 people in the chat last night when we set up, and I only wanted to do a test, but since so many people came in, we were talking, socializing, talking about anything and everything. And I said, everybody that has Facebook, go to Marty Herman's wall and tell him he has to get down to Castle. So
Yeah.
I think Snooker went over there and started posting on his wall. But Marty got in touch with us early this morning and said he couldn't make it. He's very sorry and hopes to make the next one.
Well, he don't have to be sorry. So you got to, at least come down and get in the booth, man. Get in the booth.
Definitely.
You go with the rant. Yeah, let's get him in there.
That's old school pool there.
Watch
We
the
need some old school.
1-9 combination right here. He put Yesid up on the hill.
Wow, he's got to shoot it.
How do you like
I think.
doing this to your road partner?
I think he's got to shoot it.
Sure, he
right?
has to shoot it. If he sends the one into the side pocket, the rock gets caught up behind this wall. So
Anyway,
you got to go for
No,
the
he's
shot.
definitely shooting.
Oh,
it.
without a doubt.
So yes, he threatened to go up on the hill. Not the easiest
Wow.
combination.
Yeah.
He twisted his whole body on that shot. I'm very surprised. First time I seen him do that.
That's what I would have done.
Twisted
I would've-
his
I
whole
would've
arm
missed it
and
by a
twisted his
full
whole body.
diamond.
Well, I wouldn't even hit the 9.
If I could even descript the combo 1-9 combo I missed today with
So
ball
do
in
I.
hand, I should trade in I should have to trade in all sorts of sticks.
Why do we got all microphones on here? Okay, because we're going to get an echo out of the other one. You're still on, Frankie? Scotty?
1-2, 1-2. Yes.
Scotty, which one are you?
No, you're off, Scott.
Is that
Four
you,
I'm on.
Scott?
You're
I'm
on
good
now.
now.
Okay. All right, Frankie, you're number 2, so 3. Well, now we're all on, right? Okay, you're number 2. Okay, so number 3 was Troy. He left that mic on. All right, Frankie's going to step out, and Scott Simonetti and I are going to be right here in the booth. Watch your feet on the way out. We don't get caught on any wires.
Being careful, we're being awful careful.
Well, if things go right and that other joint comes on, we'll have a big, huge commentary booth where we can actually sit in there at some comfortable lounge chairs.
We're
Put
gonna
our
build
feet
you a
up
house.
with a 55-incher.
We're gonna give you a hammock and everything. You'll be
And
sitting
you
in a
will.
hammock.
Anya, we hope you're feeling better. We know you're under the weather. And anybody else out there, we hope your holidays are going to be great. Frankie came in and wished everybody a happy holiday.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah.
guys.
Well, let me ask you a question, sir.
I'm listening.
All right, the tournament's going on.
Yeah.
You're in the tournament.
I just got knocked out. But
Oh,
it's
you're
okay.
out. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want to know. I want to know how you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so you got knocked out.
I was up 6-2 and lost, so
You were up 6-2 on the hill and lost to who?
Billiard Bob.
Billiard Bob.
Yep. I made one mistake that really cost me at 6-4.
Pool world's funny. If you don't know the nickname Billiard Bob, you won't know who you're playing against the
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah. I had him good. I was playing good, and then all of a sudden I fell apart. But
It
life
happens.
goes on.
Well, all credit to Bob also for
Oh,
coming with
definitely,
you. You got to come with
definitely,
it. You hit it.
definitely.
Scotty ain't going to just let you lay down and run over him. You better earn it.
Yeah.
Frankie Hernandez just beat Bogey, so I guess Bogey's out of it because that was a B-side match, and Frankie Hernandez is going to move on. So the likes of Frankie Hernandez, he didn't even take his jacket off. It looks like he's got an appointment to go somewhere. He's just zooming through people. Lost his first match, so he's on the B-side. Ronnie beat him in his first match.
Ronnie who?
Wotowski, is that his name?
Oh, yeah.
He used to be partners in Diamond Gyms.
Yeah.
He sold me my first, no, I can't say my first, but I think it was a stick the first stick I ever paid over $1,000 off of somebody. And that stick went a long way. Went from me to Gangster, from the Gangster to Mio, from Mio back to somebody else. I think Gangster bought it back, and so everybody kept selling it for more and more. It was beautiful, cute.
You all made money every time you
Everybody-
sold it.
everybody
You guys
made
are
money.
sweet.
Yeah, Ronnie was selling sticks for a long time. Well, there you have it. Yes, he didn't play that. Well, he played the 1-9 combination. He didn't get there. But, he
He's on
gets
the
out.
hill.
He's on the hill.
Now, is this a winner side? Do you know?
Yes, this is a winner's
All right.
side match.
I'm sorry, guys. We've been chatting all.
Well, I
War
spoke
stories.
to Dave Pinkston outside. He said he's still on the winner's side. So this is a winner's side match. We didn't lose our chat, did we? Sometimes this new interface. Nope. I think our chat is still there. Let's see here. Okay, our chat is still going. Okay, when I take my glasses off to shoot, pool and balls look like colored fuzzy tennis balls. But that's okay because the pockets are fuzzy also. So it all matches. LOL. I know the feeling.
Hit the one in the middle.
Keith McCready used to say it's like, and I believe Gypsy used to say it too. You're getting it from Keith. Keith used to say it's, if you ask Keith, hey Keith, how you feeling? How you doing in this match? He says it's like shooting marbles in the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
That's the way he used to play.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I understand. I don't blame you. I mean, with that cough you got, keep that voice down. Take it easy in the chat. You're making a lot of noise.
That was Water Dog. Remember Buffalo
Water
Bill?
Dog.
Water
Yeah.
Dog. He goes, if I got the right mix, it's like shooting BBs in a tunnel.
I heard he went back to Detroit or something, or he went up that way. Water Dog, when he was right, boy, you were in trouble.
In trouble.
And you wouldn't think you were in trouble if you got in a match with him
I'll
either.
tell you what, this is when I'm like 18, 19 years old, and Chelsea Billiards. Water Dog is in there. And, he was just, a pool player. Every set was all his money or backers,
A lot of it was backers.
Yeah. I mean, if he lost a set, he's got to go to the soup kitchen type of thing.
He had his problems,
Yep.
He had his problems, and most of his money went to his problem.
Yep. But now he plays so good, some dude picks him up, takes him to Chicago. The Water Dog goes, I'm going on the road. He comes back about 4 months later. He's decked out in Chelsea's.
And that's hard to believe, let me tell you right now.
He's decked out in Chelsea Billiards suit type of thing.
He was always in sweatshirts or a shirt, polo shirt and jeans.
Yeah, 2 different sneakers. It was great.
Or either shoes that didn't fit.
Yeah. He comes back. He's all decked out, all cleaned up, haircut. He comes back. He's like, yeah, come on, guys. We're going out. We're going to go have some, I'll buy you dinner, that whole 9 yards. What the hell happened? How'd you do? He was gone for like 4 months. He goes, I won $50,000. This is in 1991. He hustled. Some some backer took him, says, I'm picking you up, I'm taking you out, I'm going to bring you all over the place. Water Dog's end was $50,000. Can you imagine?
Right, that's what they threw Water Dog.
Yeah,
right.
They threw him, but what?
They might have made $200,000.
God, if
and maybe
not
more. Yeah.
So Water Dog comes back, he's buying everything. You know what I mean? It's, come on, we're drinking up. Come on, we'll go eat. Come on, I'll play. I'll give you the 6 out. All that.
Nobody in Chelsea's had any kind of problems putting Water Dog in a box against somebody that walked in the door that they didn't know. That's how good this guy shot. And if he was
awesome.
right, you were in dead trouble. You better be shooting
awesome.
your best.
He was awesome. He was awesome.
Who do you want on the TV table? I got Jorge and Jason Shore. I like that. I got Ryan McCreesh. I got Reggie Cutler.
Shaw at all times.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you guys want to see? You want to see Jason Shaw play on the stream?
haven't seen Ryan in a while. Hey, Bill.
Put Ryan up?
Because we've seen Shaw twice.
All right, we'll put Ryan up.
All right, guys, we had a choice between
put Ryan up.
George Rodriguez and Jason Shaw, that match, and we're gonna move on to another match, which is going to be Ryan McCreesh and Reggie Cutler after this one here, because we haven't seen Ryan McCreesh on the stream table yet. So we hope you're gonna enjoy it. We know we're gonna enjoy it. We know Ryan, and we love to watch Jason Shaw shoot. But we did have Jason up on the stream table already 2 times. So let's give the Genie Man, Ryan McCreesh, a chance to get up there. Right after this, of course. You guys are not hot, right? Who's number 4?
I'm hot.
Gotti?
I'm hot.
Okay.
I'm hot.
Are you number 2, Frankie?
1-2.
There you go. You're on.
Got it.
All
Thanks.
right, sounds good.
All right, looks like Dave Pinkston has a chance here. He's got a little wind under his sails as Jesse fails to pocket that 8-ball.
He missed that 8-ball on the hill. I didn't get to sweat the shot so much, but
Okay, so that's good.
wow, look at this.
That's a correction. It's going to be Ryan McCreesh and Ronnie playing next on the stream table. Who did I say? Ryan and who?
George or something.
It don't matter, but anyway,
it
it's
don't
going to be
matter.
Ronnie. Right after this match, we just want to let Ron know there's 16,543 players watching.
He just 3-railed
Scratched.
the scratch.
Oh, my God.
Back
We don't want to put no heat on you, Ron. Well, with that scratch there, let's just Yesid go up ahead. Dave Pinkston's not out, but he just moves over to the higher ladder to climb, the B side of the chart.
Wow.
Scott Simonetti, Frankie sitting in the booth with Upstate Al, telling some stories. We had a New Jersey pool player. Troy was here. Want to say thank you to both of these gentlemen, and they're going to be here, and hopefully
thank
I
you.
can hold them by the throat a little bit more because I enjoy
thank
all
you.
the stories.
And another thing, I want to just do it again and say it again. Thank you to Scotty.
No.
Scotty for giving me the opportunity again to play such of a nice, beautiful
I second
event.
that.
All you did was text me, and I said, you're good.
That's
I
it.
got you.
You're golden,
Yep,
baby.
that's it. I'm golden.
All right, so we'll be right back with another match.